InvestorIdeas.com podcast.
Good afternoon and welcome to another InvestorIdeas.com podcast, looking at cannabis news, stocks to watch, as well as insights from thought leaders and experts. Today we look at announcements from Cannabis Global Incorporated, trading on the TSX Venture as ZENA, the Green Organic Dutchman Holdings Limited, trading on the TSX as TGOD and the OTC as TGODF, the Supreme Cannabis Company Incorporated, trading on the TSX as SPRWF and the OTC as SPRWF, Aurora Cannabis Incorporated, trading on the New York Stock Exchange and TSX as ACB, and Cannabis Growth Corporation, trading on the New York Stock Exchange as CGC, and the TSX as WE. First, looking at Cannabis Global Incorporated, who announced that it's received conditional approval to graduate its listing from the TSX Venture Exchange to the Toronto Stock Exchange. Moving to the main board of one of the largest exchanges in the world is a critical milestone for the company in terms of demonstrating the strength of our business and expanding our investment appeal to a broader and global audience, stated Andrew Greaves, Chief Executive Officer of Cannabis. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I thank the entire Cannabis team for their dedication and hard work, and to our shareholders and founders for their unwavering support. Final approval of the listing is subject to certain customary conditions, which the company intends to fulfill in the coming weeks. The company is confident it will be able to satisfy all the requirements and will release a statement immediately upon issuance of the TSX bulletin confirming the date on which the listed securities of Cannabis will be delisted from the TSX Venture and commence trading on the TSX. Upon listing of the TSX, the company's common shares and outstanding listed common share purchase warrants will continue to trade under the symbol ZENA and ZENA.WT. Next, looking at the Green Organic Dutchman Holdings Limited, who announced that it's received its oil sales license from Health Canada pursuant to the Cannabis Act for its Hamilton, Ontario facility. The company received its oil production license in April of 2018 and subsequently installed a state-of-the-art supercritical CO2 extraction system capable of processing ultra-pure, environmentally friendly organic cannabis oil. The process is free of toxic solvents and does not require any winterization protocol. The result of this specialized extraction process is a precisely concentrated, automated golden brown oil that's as close to the original plant composition as can be achieved. TGOD's premium cannabis products, including its cannabis oils, are certified organic by the ProCert, and its innovative growing processes are certified organic by both ProCert and EcoCert, producing a clean, high-quality end product. TGOD's oil extraction facility was built to GMP specifications, and work is currently underway for European Union GMP certification, which will allow the company to expand distribution of its certified organic cannabis oils beyond Canada to the global market. Next, looking at the Supreme Cannabis Company Incorporated, who announced the launch of Cambium Plant Sciences, located in Golden Ridge, Ontario. Cambium is a wholly owned subsidiary of Supreme Cannabis, and it aims to lead the agricultural revolution of cannabis genetics, redefining consumer experiences and cultivation economics across the global cannabis industry. With the systematic application of research, technology, and science, Cambium will focus on developing the next generation of premium cannabis genetics for recreational, medical, and wellness applications. Cambium's innovative mission is to supply agriculturally focused disease-resistant premium seed stock to the rapidly growing cannabis market. Our proprietary genetic selection methodology and ability to cultivate high-end cannabis at scale at 7 acres has created strong industry demand for our proprietary genetics and cultivation techniques. It was as a result of the demand that we saw a global opportunity to create a company whose sole focus is innovating plant genetics and cultivation IP for the global cannabis market. We believe genetics are the foundation of proprietary cannabis products in the long term, said Navdeep Dhaliwal, CEO of Supreme Cannabis. Cambium will develop cultivars that benefit our in-house brands, as well as our domestic and global cultivation and manufacturing partners. Initially, Cambium is expected to benefit from the 7 acres established genetics, existing infrastructure, and the unparalleled plant knowledge of its team. Next, looking at Aurora Cannabis Incorporated, who kicked off the search for Canada's top Budmaster through a national competition that will recognize cannabis professionals across the country who are guiding consumers as they navigate the new world of legal cannabis. Through a series of skill-based and knowledge-testing events, as well as through digital competition, Canada's bud tender community will be able to demonstrate their expertise in cultivar characteristics, in histories, product categories and formats, exceptional customer service, and must also showcase how they contribute to the community and culture. As Canada's first legal 420 holiday finishes, it's time to recognize the women and men in cannabis retail stores who educate consumers every day. These passionate, knowledgeable bud tenders on the front line continue to break stigma and grow the cannabis community by helping more and more Canadians learn about the plant, its properties, and how cannabis can help fit responsible in their lives. We wouldn't be where we are today as an industry and as a company without the cannabis advocates who fought to break boundaries and challenge perception, said Terry Booth, CEO. Aurora thanks the cannabis leaders of the past, and we applaud the work of budtenders everywhere who are educating Canadians on cannabis and helping to grow a strong and long-lasting future for the cannabis movement. Lastly, in the spirit of Earth Day, Tweed, Canada's best-known cannabis brand and subsidiary to Canopy Growth Corporation, officially launched the Tweed and TerraCycle recycling program across Canada. Previously available in select stores and provinces, today's announcement officially marks the rollout of Canada's first countrywide cannabis package recycling program. First introduced in October of 2018, the Tweed TerraCycle Cannabis Packaging Recycling Program accepts all cannabis containers from all licensed producers, including tins, plastic bags, tubes, and bottles with child-proof caps, which are notoriously tricky to recycle. Since its debut, the free cannabis packaging recycling program has saved over 165,000 containers from ending up in landfills. The program is currently active in over 106 legal cannabis retail locations across Canada, including all Tweed and Tokyo Smoke stores, as well as select third-party retailers. In addition to drop-off points located at participating retail stores, consumers have an option to register online through tweed.com for free pickup and recycling of their discarded containers. As a community, we came together quickly to address the sustainability concern in our industry, and I'm so proud of what we've accomplished so far. Over 165,000 containers have already been collected through the Tweed and TerraCycle program, and will be melted down to make plastic pellets to be used and create new products. Reflects Hillary Black, the company's Chief Advocacy Officer, on the success of the program so far. With the next phase of the Tweed TerraCycle recycling program, we're excited to bring this initiative to even more communities across Canada and keep working to reduce waste across the industry.
That's all for today's podcast. Podcast is now a certified word trademark on the blockchain through Cognate Incorporated's CM certification. InvestorIdeas.com podcasts are also available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and TuneIn. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products or services or securities. Investors are reminded that all investments involve risk and possible loss of investment. Investor Ideas does not condone the use of cannabis except where permissible by law. Our site does not possess, distribute, or sell cannabis products.